Pani za ga re ni za re ni za ma ga re za ni za ma ga re za ni da da re za ni re za ni da ni re za ni ni ba ma ba ga ma ba za ni ba ni da ba ba za ni da ba ta ma da ga pa ma ba ga ma ba pili mundri anguri sham mundri par radha ka naam mundri par radha ka
आकर देखे सुने मधुर सुर आकर देखे सुने मधुर सुर राधा गोरी लाजे बाजे मुरलिया
बाजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे अधर धरे हो अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर अधर धरे मोहन मुरली पर होठ पे माया विराजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे za da da re re za 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 ni ni za za re ga re ga re ga re re za re ni ni za da da re re za sa re ni ma pa
भूल गई राधा भरी गगरिया भूल गई राधा भरी गगरिया भूल करे गोधन को सवरिया भूल करे गोधन को सवरिया
जाने न जाने तेरो न जाने जाने न जाने तेरो न जाने जाने न जाने तेरो न जाने जाने अध जगराजे बाजे मुरलिया
बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया
बाजे 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 मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे अधर धरे मोहन मुरली
हर धरे मोहन मुरली
ॐ गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पतः न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सेदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेद वेदांत वेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यम् द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया सर्वो विनेदो तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतान्तमूर्धम् संसारिणां करुणया आह पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रे। नमो किञ्चन वित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्त कैवल्यपतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। Shri Krishna Govind, Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudev, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda, 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 Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Vasudeva. बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की। नमः पार्वती पते, हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम। See, as we have the subtle body, every gross body can sustain itself only when it has a subtle body. Death is dissociation of the subtle body with the gross body. And with the subtle body leaves in the death, the gross body decomposes as, and therefore it doesn't remain as it was. What is holding the subtle gross body as it is, and all laws in the gross body are being held, is the subtle body is there in the gross body. So law of circulation, law of breathing, law of digestion, law of respiration, all the physiological laws are going on as it is. All organs are functioning. And you also think also. If this subtle body has left, how do you know? Organ is called organ failure will happen. Slowly all organ will fail. And that is called the person is dead. Now his body cannot be retained in the shape, and in due time it will lose its shape very fast. And therefore we hurry up for cremation. As is true for the microscopic world, similarly for the big Brahmand. The cosmic Brahmand is there. Everything is held at its own place. Planets are going in their own orbit. Sun is there in its own place. Moon is there in its own place. Like inside our body, all the laws are followed. Inside the Brahmand, also all the laws are followed. If inside the Brahmand, all the laws are followed, and it is intact, not only intact, like your body is intact. The liver has run away. Lung has collapsed, not has. It is intact. Liver is where it was. Eyes is where it was. Not only they are active, they are functioning. So in this cosmos also, if the cosmos is intact, exactly at that place sun is there since 3 billion years. Exactly in the same orbit the moon and the earth is rotating and revolving. Not it jumped to other's orbit. Or earth went to Venus and Mars came here. Then you don't do 365 days. Then your year will become very long. And all the seasons will be disturbed. There is a strict following of the rules, very strict. No budging. I mean, in seconds also earth is not delayed. The completion of the revolution of the earth, in second also you can predict it. And this is the precision and accuracy. So all laws are followed, it is intact, 2 causes. That means in the cosmos also there should be a subtle body. And your body is pervaded by mind. Therefore when mind is tense, body is affected. Because each part of your body is pervaded by mind. All the nerves are pervaded by mind. Muscles are pervaded by mind. Stomach is pervaded by mind. Liver, heart, all. Therefore, when the mind is like that, so other organ also are disturbed at that time. Your circulation, digestion, respiration, everything is disturbed because mind is pervading all that. As your mind pervades the gross body, there is no portion of your body where your mind is not there. Similarly, cosmic subtle mind also pervades the whole world. Oh, I can't see that, but you can infer that. You can infer that if activity is there, there should be some person is there. If you see some house is there and you cross the road and you see some activities in the house is going on, lights are on and getting off, some car is there, something is not there, some clothes are hanging, then you make it out, I think somebody lives in the house. But if you see all doors are closed, lights are off, this is how robbers find out whether the house is somebody is living or not living. And they come in the house. Therefore, those who go out, they tell their neighbors to put the light on. From time to time, they said, put the light on. So when you see activities going on, there has to be a cosmic mind. And that cosmic mind is called God's mind. If mind is there, it observes also. It receives. I see every day. I observe. I analyze. I see, okay, you have done this work. This person is like that person is like that. I form opinion. Right or wrong, I am not saying. I see you doing X work. I see you doing Y work. And after I observe you for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or 1 day, 10 days, 20 days, I get an impression about you. That cosmic mind also loves. How the God will behave depends what kind of mind you have. No man becomes husband for everybody. And no lady will become wife for everybody. You will not be brother for everybody. Although you may address, oh brother, neither you will be sister for everybody. Some people get upset when you say brother or sister, I don't know. But I've heard this is also the cases. So that mind, first is that mind is there. Second is that mind makes relations. That mind observes. That mind understands. It will respond to how I want. How much air will be in the room, that depends on the doors and windows. How much light is there, that depends on the door and window. So, please get this point. You are doing something, but the God's mind is observing you. God's mind is scanning you. God's mind is taking impression of your actions also. He can help or he may not help, depends on you. If there is a sambandh, then there is the sahanubhuti. If there is a relation, there is a equal emotion. And if I have love for someone, then naturally my relation will be that, may you be fine. Are you okay? Are you fine? Or you are paying fine? No, I am fine. Singapore is a fine country. ये नहीं समझ पाई. Okay, I got it. Fine country. So, when I observe you, you are seen, and one antakaran want, because of the samskar, total samskar, who can make the world. That cosmic mind is the creator of the whole world. If he can make the world because of the cosmic samskar of all the jivas, then why not, if I have a relation with that Lord, why not he will respond to the relation? And this is the crux of bhakti. This is the element of devotion, that I have depended on God. Arjun said Shishyasteham. Then Bhagavan started as a guru. Whole life he never acted as a guru. Although they were, see, so many years they were together. But Arjun never asked the question. Arjun said, "You are my friend. Sakheti matta prasabam yuduktam." Hey Krishna, hey Yadav, hey Sakheti. He used to call him Yadav, Sakhe, but never a guru. Guru Roop of Krishna Bhagavan came because Arjun disciple formed. In front of Yashoda, Bhagavan Krishna didn't become guru. He became only a child. In front of Devaki, he didn't become a child also. He came in when he was almost a teenager. As is your bhav, accordingly that samashti mind becomes for you, especially it becomes for you. For a baby, the girl is a mother. Not for everybody she is a mother. For her father, she may be a baby. Father will say, "You are still a child in front of me. Although you have a child, but you are a child in front of me." This is how they say, "Don't argue with me, still I am father." Still I am a father. Lion, even if he is old, lion is lion. So for the mother, for the sister, that same girl is a sister. As your antakaran takes different relation, depending on the person in front of you, Ishwar's antakaran takes different bhav, depending what bhav the jeev is having that. This is the relation between the microcosm and macrocosm. If the microcosmic jeev has become cruel, then he becomes karma phaldata, hard karma phaldata. And therefore for everybody Ishwar is different. If you do something wrong, you will always have fear from the God a lot. When Bhagavan Ram entered in the Janakji's Swayamvar, everybody saw Ramji differently. Vidushan Prabhu Virat mein dikha. Those who were very wise, they saw he is a Virat. Those who were wicked and crooked, they thought Kal has come. Sita ji saw her husband has come. Janakji's wife called Sunaina, she thought some children have come. Everybody sees differently. When I am here, you see me differently. When I go on the road, people see me differently. When I am in some other organization, I go to Ramakrishna Mission or Divine Life, they will see me differently. Their Swamiji will see me differently. He will not see me. When I go to my own mission and other Swamis, they see me differently. Guruji will see me differently. So that response I will give as you see. If somebody is thinking me that I am the teacher, then the teachership will come. The harder form comes if you are doing wrong. But if the devotee is there, if he doesn't consider me as teacher, harder form doesn't come. I don't want to be hard because you will feel bad. So even if you are doing wrong, I will keep quiet. Why? Because he won't listen. I cannot force him. He has not accepted me to that extent. How I will behave depends on you. Which God you want. If Ambarish ji had taken the form of a devotee, then God will be protective about him. Why he was protective about Arjun? Why he ran with the wheel? Why? Why he was protective about Pandavas? Why not Kauravas? Why he was protecting Vibhishan? Why he was protecting about Sugriva? Understand this principle of bhakti. Bhakti is not that easy. Of one antakaran, he left everything. Ambarish had everything, but he never depended on anything. And therefore he thought, Lord will protect me whenever required. And he made him very happy with so many 80, 90 years. You have life to make God happy, not to eat and not to put on good dress and go to the parties and go to Kendra Hall for 4 hours. And eat biryani and come back. This is not the purpose of human body. You can go, but not be stay for a longer time. You are already 89. Bhai, you have Subhav. Subhav is there. Your whole task is to make Lord happy. What else is there we are born for? Because everything will come from Him ultimately. Even good thoughts will come from Him. Patience will come from Him. Love will come from Him. External situation will come from Him. Guru will come from Him. Good thoughts and vichar and vishwas will come from Him. Because I said He pervades your body and mind also. Cosmic mind pervades your body also. And your mind also. So He is observing everything. He is seeing everything. And therefore He will be happy, unhappy with you. Depends on you. If He is not happy, then He will withdraw His security. So you struggle in your life. Your life will become difficult because He has withdrawn from your life. He will make the situation tough and complex. Then you will have karmapal only. It is difficult to control the mind because God is not cooperating with your mind. So there is a relation. He has formed very anger. With some he is very angry, with some he is very happy, with some he is very calm, with some he is very loving. Same God with all jivas is different. Same Antaryami, with everybody he is different. Seeing everybody's action, his response will be different. His relation will be different. His attitude will be different. What he has to give will be different. For some you open your whole purse. For some you don't give anything. For some you can talk for hours. For some you avoid talking. For some you say, no, I want to spend my whole life with you. For some you say, I want to spend even 1 hour with you. You are different because your observations are different. Your impressions are different. I'm not saying right or wrong. God also has an impression about everybody. He was seeing Ambarish ji for so many years. You can't hoodwink God. The other, He doesn't like to be hoodwinked. Why to create a wrong impression in his mind? So he saw that Ambarish ji is there all the time. He is serving, he is getting at the morning, he is doing his sadhana, he is respecting the saints, he has maintained his humility, he has been not angry since last 80 years. This was the record of Ambarish. He has never spoken any harsh word. This is what makes a saint a saint. His feelings are very uplifted. It melts the heart. It melts the heart. And this is the result today. Otherwise, it will not be the same result. Durvasa's the Kritya, what he produced, Demonis, would have burnt Ambarish in no time. They were all Siddha Purusha. But today you see that it couldn't, even that got burned by the chakra of Bhagavan Krishna. So please be aware of that. then God comes also. Then God talks also, that teaches also. I told you, there was when Shankaracharya of Sringeri, his name was Abhinava Guptacharya. 11 days Shivji came in a sequence in his dream, 11 days, to take 11 lessons on yoga. And next day lesson was after the first one. 11 lessons he took. He used to tell it openly. Itna Shakti hai. Why, if you heard the story of Rishabh Devji. Rishabh Devji was Avdhut. And if you remember the story of Rishabh Devji, he was caught up by the people who offer bali. And they gave him bath, etc. And they put his head on the altar and they were about to kill him with a sword in front of the Kali Devi. And Kali Devi jumped out of the Murti. Murti also jumps out. And she didn't bring any sword, etc. She said it's already there. Why to have excess luggage? And she snatched that. Bhagavat padho. And the cut head of all these dacoits. And more Kalis Devi came, small Kali Devis. And many heads, first they drank the blood and they played with the head, like ball you play. Because it was not ordinary person. Rishabh Devji had worshipped God through his sadhana as a Raja Bharat. They had done upasana here. It takes time for the cloud to accumulate the cloud, but raining doesn't take a lot of time. When the cloud is being accumulated, you don't see the evaporation, but it rains, then you say, it was very hot. So when a person is doing sadhana, you don't see his glory, but he's going into higher areas. So this was Ambarish's beauty. He didn't know that I have chakra also. He didn't know. But he knew that Lord will protect me. They had no other support. They had no other options kept. So in spite of being in the Grahastha ashram, he was a Mahan Sant and Mahan Sadhu. I told you, when you say that somebody is a sadhu or somebody is a saint, I told you yesterday, one question comes, which thought has he mastered? If you remember, I told you. Which God he is very happy on him? How much calm, krodh, etc. is under his control? How much he has controlled sleep? How much he has controlled eating? How much he has controlled sense organs? This is his introduction. Introduction is not there, how big is the ashram? And how many disciples are there? Any foolish people also can have thousands of disciples. I've seen it. It doesn't need you intelligent to have disciples. And then you see political parties? Corrupt leaders are there. What number of followers are there? They organize one rally, thousands are there in that rally. And what the person is talking is totally nonsense. I've seen India also, I've seen here also. How much big following of a nonsense person. And here Tapan Maharaj has 3 disciples. So disciple and follower doesn't decide you. Or how big is your ashram doesn't define you. Kaponji had no ashram. Only one room was there. Ramakrishna Paramans had hardly any place. He was also having only one temple. Worldly person is worldly criteria. हो very बड़े आश्रम बहुत लोग हैं बड़ा पैसा है साहब. That doesn't define an ashram. That doesn't define a saint. These outer things, keep it for outer purposes. That may be good for defining corporate and hospitals and institutions. Very big hospital. What some hospital was on fire today? All okay? Not this Chasmid, no? Same one. Sure. So is it okay now? Huh? No casualties. Thank God. Huh? Okay. Because sometime we have to go from here, no? Now and then I see people go. The hospital, you can say a very big hospital, good hospital must be there. Very big universities there. Good teachers must be there. But not an ashram and saint, nothing. Ashram, the saint is defined by who is the God who is very happy on you. Not by the number of talks. Any foolish person can talk very good. There are a lot of orators. Swami Khandanand ji used to say, कहें बेटा ऐसा है तुम हमको मतलब 10 मिनट में तुम्हारे पास 100 वक्ता खड़ा कर देंगे हम. In 10 minutes I can have 100 orators in front of you. साधु होना अलग है, वक्ता होना अलग है. He said in 10 minutes I can get to 100 speakers. ऐसे बोलते थे. इसमें कोई बड़ी बात थोड़ी ना है. Sadhu means the one who has conquered his calm and crowd and who has mastered some thought that God is very happy on. Some God is happy. He has Ramakar, Vritti, Shivakar, Krishnakar. कुछ तो thought होना चाहिए आपके पास. किस लिए आप दिए? He had mastered. प्रागदिष्टं वृत्तिरक्षायां पुरुषेण महात्मना ददाह कृत्यांतां चक्रम क्रुद्धा अहिम इव पावकः. She burnt that chakra, burned that kritya, that demoness. Now that chakra went after Durvasa ji. Tad abhidravad udvikshya swaprayasam cha nishphalam. So Durvasa ji saw that my efforts are useless. Durvasa dudruve bhitah. Scared, he ran, not he walked. One is walking, is running. You know difference, no? So you run sometime where your strides are, in running, your thought is running very fast. Person doesn't run, thought runs. Bhago yahan se, run. And you run sometimes. You must have run sometimes. And dikshu, in all directions, prana paripsaya, for protecting his own prana. Then what happened? So, example is given. As in the big forest is there, again a snake has to come. I am not saying. Yatha ahim. As the grasses are very well grown and the fast fire is running, and the snake runs away from. Similarly, Durvasa ji is running from that chakra also. And ultimately he entered into a cave. Guham vivukshu prasasara meroho. Meru Parvat was there, under there was a cave and he ran. I think under the cave also that came. That chakra. Cave also, it came inside the cave. So when he saw that everywhere he ran all around, Akash, Prithvi, Atal, Vital, Samudra, everywhere he went, because they have Siddha Drishti, they can go anywhere. He saw, And nobody could protect. Alabdhanatha, see the word here, 52nd verse. Alabdhanatha, there was nobody to protect you. When God is not pleased, you are anath. कोई हमारा नहीं है. Nobody is there whom who can protect you. Alabdhanatha sa yada kutaschit santrastha chitta aranamekshmana. He was very perturbed and disturbed. आपने तो जगह बनाना पड़ता है ना. You have to make a place. Like when you put water, you nourish water, manure in the plant, then plant is ready to give fruit and shade to you after some time. So you have to create goodwill with somebody or with God also. Goodwill doesn't come all of a sudden. First day I came to you and I asked for something, you wouldn't have responded to me. It took many years that you observed me, I observed you, and after that, today you can come and say that, okay, can I do something? First day, why didn't you say like that? First day you didn't come. It took time to understand that. So, alabdhanatha sa yada kutaschit santrastha chitta. Somebody makes a place in your heart because of lot of incidences. Hundreds and thousands of incidences are required to make a place in somebody's heart. In the worldly matter I'm talking about. I mean, husband's place in the wife's heart is not there sometimes. And wife's place in the husband's heart is not there. Forget about other person. They live together in the same room. Wonder is this. Wonder is they live in the same room, they eat in the same kitchen, they live in the same house. But one is this side, other is this side. In Hindi says 36 का आंकड़ा है. Or they don't talk too much. What happened? You must have seen, nobody is saying, or experienced in various houses. What happened? Either husband would have given responses in such a manner that wife minds got off. Or wife would have given responses that she couldn't get the root. Goodwill नहीं आई, बहुत ज़्यादा sympathy नहीं बन पाई, बहुत सहानुभूति नहीं बन पाई, बहुत love नहीं बन पाया. कुछ बन नहीं पाई बात. That day you did like that. You said this to my father. You said this to my mother. That day that happened. It is not that we live. We are constantly responding to each other, and by that response, either you are creating some good thought or goodwill, or you are losing the goodwill, or you are maintaining it same as was. You don't live, you observe. You try to see somebody. You judge, you analyze. ये हमारी बात समझ रहा है कि नहीं? Is he giving me joy? Is he giving me sorrow? What is there? ऐसे नहीं रिलेशन बन जाता. रिलेशन इज नॉट मेड इन अ डे. लेट लव एट फर्स्ट साइट हो गया, बस हमेशा की लव हो गया. ऐसा नहीं होता. मैंने पहली बार देखा, बस हमारा दिल खत्म हो गया हमारे. ये नहीं होता ऐसा. बहुत कुछ होता है. Hundreds of times I see you, thousands of times I interact with you, then you get roots in my heart and I get root in your heart. Or no root, whatever is the case. बहुत बातें होती हैं, बहुत टाइम लगता है. I hope you are agreeing to me. ऐसा नहीं बनता है रिलेशन. When you say my relations are very thick with each other, thick relation बनने के लिए lot of incidences must have been there, and you must have observed that person, he must have observed you. A very conducive response, a selfless response, a angerless response, expectationless response, or ahankarless response, surrendered response, sacrificing response. You are getting and giving both sides. Then you say, yes, today I think, I am confirmed this person is like this. He has done a lot, and therefore I will give something to me. And in between he does one thing wrong. This process typical, no? Every building takes so long. Destruction takes very small time. Building will take 10 years. With dynamite, you can blast it in 10 minutes. 5 minutes, I think. Depends on dynamite. Depends on the dynamite and building also. For the child also to come out, it took 10 months. It took 20 years to grow fully child. With one gunshot is over. Destruction can be in 1 second. Or one poison he has taken, or he has hanged, or any disease has come, he can be over. So everywhere destruction process is very fast. A crony, what is his name? Crony, who was the cricketer here? Kronji. Hansi Cronier, Croni, I think. It took so long to build his reputation as a great captain and a very good batsman, I think. It took one incident, he lost everything. Today also people will say, okay, he was good, but there's a taint associated with this name. It's a tainted name. Similarly happens in relations also. Husband is very good with the wife. One day a fight broke out and just gave one slap. Only once. All past has been wiped out. Or abused. Or shouted. For me, other also can happen. Other can also happen. Have you heard wives also hit? Some are saying yes here. But I have heard this. One wife told me that I beat my husband today. हमने कहा अच्छा ऐसे in Delhi it happened. I'm about to go in personal life, but I'm just saying. इतने साल की मेहनत खराब हो गई. So many hard work of so many years has gone into waters now. बहुत दिन लगता है रिलेशन डेवलप होने मेरे प्यारे. I hope you are agree with what I am saying. और अगर बीच बीच में गड़बड़ तो रिलेशन डेवलप ही नहीं हो पाता. Sometimes relation doesn't develop also. Living doesn't mean we have a very developed relation with Bhagavan also, same thing. Right? I did my puja, I did my jap, I was very having nice subhava for 7 days. 8th day I got very upset and I shouted on my father or my friend, lo, Bhagavan has lost that now. Again to get up that good impression for 7 days, it will take again time. He is watching your intentions, etc. Sometimes outside I pose to be very nice. Inside I am not that. I have not my best intention. I already thought bad about you. But I didn't reveal. And God has observed this. That your tolerance is less, your anger was more, or your calm was more, or your whatever is there. You thought how much I can extract out of him. How much I can get love out of him. You should have given. And therefore God is not happy with maximum people in this whole world. And therefore they have a disturbed mind. And a disturbed situation. दिया नहीं आपने, यही अलब्ध ना था. But Ambarish passed. We do little puja part in a day. We do some jap and we think I'm very good. With each interaction he is watching us. With each episode he is judging us. We don't want that. Really, I should be loved. I should be cared. बहुत टाइम लगता है भक्त बनने में मेरे प्यारे, है ना? So he ran away. Now from so many places. So when God, it was an angry God, not angry. Not the chakra, it is an angry God who was chasing him. Like the mother is there, I give the example. If mother sees that my son somebody attempted to murder my son. Imagine, you are a mother. And you are a son. And you have a son and somebody is trying to burn your son. How much angry you will be? And you know your son is very innocent. And your son is a saint. Or he is so quiet. He never. How much anger then you will be having when somebody attacks a saint then? That cosmic anger is difficult to handle. Microcosmic anger you can handle. That cosmic anger is called COVID. Cosmic anger is called tsunami. Cosmic anger is called cyclone, etc. Like when you are angry, your breathing is forced. When the Bhagavan is angry, his cyclone comes. It is here. Thoda sa, only once or twice, and whole city is drowned. ब्रह्मोवाच, ब्रह्मा जी के पास गए वो, बी केयरफुल, कोई बचाने वाला नहीं है आपको. Nobody saves us, let me tell you. Nobody saves. You may have contact, you may have, what is it called, qualification, you may have a lot of skills. Nobody will protect. I give the example of this singer KK. How much popularity they had, how much talent they had, how many people were there. But nobody could save him from heart attack. John Kennedy was the American president. He was shot. Nobody could save him. From some window, from the hotel window he was shot, I think in the 60s. Nobody could save him. Nobody saves us. But I go for regular gym. Gym will not save you. I take regular medicine, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all complexes. Nothing saves. Don't take too much of vitamins, that is also not good. It will be excess in your body. Too much iron you are taking, mines will be there inside. Too much iron tablet don't take. There's a limit also. It should not be more than 36, 37 iron, na? Something like that. Don't take too much iron tablet. Don't take too much calcium tablet. As you take. If you take too much of calcium tablet, all around this will be calcified. And tree will come out. She took so much of calcium tablet, she had to go for an operation to remove it. Hai na? Now they scrubbed all calcium from here. Like that. No, but they took out calcium, no? Of course, operation is not for seeing what is there. They took it out. Too much tablet, and therefore I am scared of taking any calcium also. But now better tablets have come, I think. That is all well with the system. कुछ भी नहीं ऐसा है, कुछ सेव नहीं करता यहाँ पे, but because you have a big contact, therefore you are fine. Nothing saves. Who saved Indira Gandhi? Who saved? From the point blank, 33, 34 bullets were pumped in her body. Pumped from AK-47. And there was no ambulance also. Ambassador was there. I think in the ambassador they took her to the AIM. 3-4 people. ये हाल हो जाता है इन लोग का. They are big people. They can make chief minister, make ministers at a stroke of their signature. They fall down and nothing is there. Nobody is to lift also. Who are we? हम लोग कौन है? पिद्दी, चुरचुरू. क्या है हमारे में? क्या है ऐसा? भगवान ही बचाता है तो बच के रहोगे. When the God saves, nobody can touch you. When the God gives you knowledge, nobody can take away knowledge. He alone saves your knowledge, He saves your faith, He saves your devotion, He saves your schedule, He saves your commitment, He saves your association with the teacher, He saves your nishtha. He saves when you have done something. Brahmovacha. Brahmaji saw that Durvasa is coming, but behind him was a chakra. Brahmaji said, wait, what is this? What is this? Sthanam madiyam saha vishwametat kridavasane dviparardha sangye bhrumanga matreni sandigdakshaha dakshoho kalatmano yasya tiro bhavishyati. He said, Bhaiya, Mr. Durvasa, by whose eyebrow Srishti happens and by whose eyebrows whole resolution happens. You know who is he? Aham, I, and that particular kalpas is small. His Shiv, Bhava means that Shiv who is that Brahmand, that particular small Brahmand is small Shiv. Shivji is a position also. He is a Devata also. And Shivji is a Ishwar also. Like Vishnuji is a position also. And Vishnuji is a Mahavishnu also. So that all devatas, see 54 slok, third line, underline that. Nothing has been underlined. You have brought pen, please underline something. Sarve vayam yan niyamam prapanna. We are murdhani arpitam lokhitam vahamaha. We are all bound by his rules. We are bound by his rules. There is a rule of, like the physical laws, magnetic laws. Geo laws are there. Ocean, marine laws are there. That this much depth is this animal you will get. This much water pressure is there. There is physical laws. There are so many laws are there. Emotional laws are there. Karmphal laws are there. You are surrounded by laws. From custom laws you can run away by saying nothing to declare. And when we say, they always suspect us. Gurudev used to say, longer the beard, more the suspicion. So when you say nothing to declare, then you are like, okay, please come. Come, open that. So many books. So heavy it is. So many books. Yes, books. Okay, go. Sarve vayam yan niyamam prapannaha. There is a law of attachment. There is a law of, if you are attached, you will have sorrow. If you speak like that, you will get good friends. If you speak not like that, you will not have good friends. If you do like thing, you will win trust. If you don't do, you lose trust. Achha? If you are available, you are lovable. Achha. If you can tolerate a lot, you will be accepted a lot. Lot of laws are there. Achha. If you renounce a lot, people will have a lot of sympathy. If you take pains, people will take pains for you also. Emotional laws, spiritual laws. If you do this much of jap, this power will come into you. As nobody just gets anything just like that, free of cost. Sarve vayam, if you do this thing, you will get this disease. In Puran, it is written in certain places. Which disease a person gets by doing what? That also is written. Oh, I did not know. Please let me know what I did. I think all I have done because I have all diseases. Sarve vayam. What kind of wife a person does by doing what action? What kind of husband person does? Karmphal laws are there. Well, this is the laws. I think Chakra would have stopped. He said, don't go, don't, I cannot do anything. He went to Shivji. Who? Brahmaji. Huh? Durvasaji. You are listening good. So, Durvasaji went to Shivji now. Some lot of confusion, lot of names come. And sometimes those of us, you don't know where we attended, it is Ramayana class or Bhagavad class. There are many things that happen. So many classes are there. Which class is going, we forget. There, Shivji said, Bhai, Durvasa, kya haal hai, kaise ho bhai? How is everything going on? Don't ask this question, see behind me. Some people say, I'm troubled, still say, how are you? Bhavanti kale na bhavanti hidrisha. He said, like us, Brahman, like us, disappear and appear in no time. Whole Brahman appears and disappears. To wipe out the whole earth is a very small action. You saw COVID, no? Little more strong virus was required to be cleaned. All pollution went away. All pollution went away. Trees were still smiling, rivers is smiling. And trees were talking to each other. When there was pollution, they were not putting on mask. When there was no pollution, they were putting on mask. They said, what to do? Himalayas were seen. Everest was seen, which was all covered by smoke and dust. Whole nature became very nice and proper. All rivers were clean. Gangaji was cleanest. So many news came. You need dull, strong virus, all wiped off. No need for atom bombs. Nothing called developed countries, and the medically most strong country was Italy. It was worst affected. Italy, England, America. India could do better. Sahasra show. Well, like thousands like us come and go. Go. You are doing mistakes somewhere and asking for forgiveness somewhere else. Go to Bhagavan Vishnu then. We don't know how to tackle this problem. Yatasya Vishweshwarasyedam 59 shlok. Shastram durvishaham hinaha tameva sharanam yahi haristesham vidhasyati aha. Underline by, ये तो बहुत अच्छी लाइन लगी हमको. 59 श्लोक. क्या लिखा है पता है? तमेव शरणम गच्छ सर्वभावेन भारत. अरे वेरी, दिस इज इन गीता. गच्छ की जगह यही लिख दे, या धातु है. या मीन्स टू गो. लोट लकार द्वितीया. सो तमेव शरणम याही, like pahi is there, no? Pahi. So yahi, go there. Go. Sharanam you. Go and hold the feet of Lord Vishnu. Go and surrender. Hariste sham vidhasyati. He will give you, he will make you quiet. All quietness is in God only. All quietness is the name of ahankarless mind, is called quiet mind. Egolessness and vasanalessness is called quietness. Quietness is not situational. It is egolessness expressing as quietness. Egoless mind doesn't have a lot of sankalp vikalp. Vasanaless mind doesn't have a lot of sankalp vikalp. Easily accepts. Egoless mind is like a mirror. Reflects everything, retains nothing. He doesn't get impression. When ahankar is there, I take very strong impression of honor. He honored me very well. See? He honored me. You are very good with me. Thank you. And if you dishonor, I take a deep impression about the dishonor. I have a blotting paper inside. Blotting paper. If the ink was falling, we used the blotting paper in our childhood. You don't know. Fountain pen used to be there. And the ink is spilled out. So what to do? Blotting paper, they used to beat. Absorb all that ink. So ahankar is blotting paper. It absorbs the sorrows a lot. Absorbs dishonor. I was dishonored. I was insulted. This is very strong. I was honored. I'm not ordinary person. I'm honored. I'm honorable person. Sure, yes. I'm a head in my institution. In the university, I am the head. In the company, I am the boss there. Acha, yes. Don't think I'm an ordinary person. Just because I'm putting on kurta pajama doesn't mean I'm ordinary. I am the main person there. I mean, the course we asked to put kurta pajama. ये तो भगवान की शरण जाते हो कौन? हु कैन टेक शरण? हु कैन टेक शरण मीन्स श्रू ग्रह रक्षित रहो. अमर कोश सेस इन अमर कोश the dhatu shru comes. Graha rakshit rho. This is house also, protector also. You know, when you have ahankar, you easily accept God's will. You easily merge. You easily dissolve. You easily follow. You easily put your head. You easily accept the harshness of situation. You don't question too much to God. This is a paperweight. I want to press it. It is not getting pressed. I can't break it also. It can't be broken. This is pressable, crushable. I can crush it. Are you ready to be crushed by God? This is called Sharanam. I will be under your feet and you can press me. Bhagavan crushed the Pandavas first. 86 years Bhagavan crushed them. Made them wander from forest to forest. God Draupadi destroyed. Everything is still. Pandavas did not say, Bhagavan, we are so close to you. Why all problems come to us? Their strength was only softness to our Lord. They were nirhankari. They easily, Bhagavan said, see Arjun, whatever situations are there, you should accept. He said, okay. Bhim used to jump a lot and react. Bhagavan said, Bhim, Bhaiya, this is my will, you have to be in the first. Heads bend. This was nature. If the vasana is there, it resists something other than what I wanted. I did not want it like that. Why are you behaving like that? My situation is like that. Why God is doing like this to me? No, God has the freedom to do. I have said you can do anything to me. This is called love. This is Gopi's love. You can do anything to me. One day when Gopi said to Krishna, he said, Krishna, bring the knife. He said, why? He said, Krishna, if you with the knife, if you cut my neck also, at that time also my tongue will say, you are good, you are good, you are best. Whatever you want to do with me, you can do that. I know you will do good only to me. This is called egolessness. If I have ego and vasana, I am very good when everything is very fine. It is smooth running. But I have a strong opinions about the world. Strong opinion how you should be there. Strong opinions, and when you will resist my opinion, then I will be upset or I will go very sad. This is not devotee. भक्त बनना है भाई. Said go. शिव जी gave. गुरु है ना, शिव जी गुरु है और शिव जी के अंश दुर्वासा जी. So he said go. When you prostrate to the Lord or the Guru, you put your hand on the floor. Meaning is put your feet on my head and walk. And crush my head. This is the meaning there. You can walk over my head. It's not a symbolic prostrations only. Meaning is like that. That I am like I am like the dust. And this is where pleases the God. He will protect me. See? He said, go there, go and prostrate to Lord Vishnu and tell something that what you have done. And Durvasaji straight away went. Chakra was stopping and stopping at its regular time, I think. It was programmed like that. Otherwise it would have burnt. Tatpad mule patita save putahu ve patu 61st. Save patuhu means trembling. Trembling and shivering. Durvasaji. Patita. He didn't do namaskar. He fell. He fell. And there Ambarish, not eaten. His eyes was closed and mind was chanting Lord's name. That will nothing happen to Durvasaji. Let nothing happen to Durvasaji. He didn't say, good. See, he got it. It troubled me a lot. Good, he got it. God gave him, punished him. See how much tapasya I am. He didn't understand me. Then God wouldn't have put, if he was having that mind, like this is our mind. See, he troubled me. God, he is in trouble now. See? Good. Got it back. He said, I won't eat food unless he comes back. Bhooke the. And he was just chanting the name, let him be quiet. Bhagwan, let him come back. Let nothing happen. Please forgive him. Please forgive him. He was quietening. And Lord Vishnu, he saw both Ambarish and Durvasa. On seeing Durvasa, his eyes used to get angry like that. Seeing Ambarish, his eyes used to be like that. He heard Ambarish's prayer, don't be angry on him. And then he started talking. Otherwise, we will not know what to talk also. Somebody troubles your daughter and son. How will you talk to that person? Somebody has attempted to kill your son, daughter, you will say, I don't want to talk to that person also. Ambarish was more than the son and daughter of Lord. Seeing the prayer of Ambarish ji, Bhagavan said, okay, chalo. Otherwise his eyes became like this. He saw Ambarish, then eyes was like that. Then Durvasa ji said, I committed big mistake. We will see more tomorrow. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki. बोलिए श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की. ओम हर नमः पार्वती पते. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि.
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. 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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव.